Hi everybody, this is your ever loving JP sir, welcoming you all once again to this wonderful physics class. My dear students, in this class we are going to study about the charges, current and potential difference in the chapter Electricity grade 10. Let us all combine together and enjoy learning. Let us enter into the class. My dear students, what are charges? To first study about the chapter electricity, it is very important that we should know what charges are and where these charges are present. It is very simple that we know that an atom, if you take any atom, an atom comprises of subatomic particles such that of a proton and a neutron inside the nucleus, and the electron will be revolving around the orbital path. So, suppose if this is considered as an atom will have the subatomic particles known as the protons, electrons and the neutrons. So, charges are nothing but the inbuilt or the intrinsic property of the subatomic particles that is present in an atom. And to know about charges, the charges are of two types. One is the positive charge and the other one is the negative charge. As like that of magnet, where the like poles of a magnet will repel each other and the unlike poles of the magnet will attract each other. The same way here also the like charges such that of positive and positive will repel each other, such that of negative and negative will repel each other, whereas unlike charges such that of positive and negative will attract each other. And the charge of an electron and a proton. What is the charge of an electron? Single electron. What is the charge of the single electron? That is nothing but the magnitude of the charge of the electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, and the charge of the positively charged particle, that is proton, is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. But for negatively charged particles such that of electron, we are indicating it with a minus symbol, and for the positively charged particles such that of a proton, we are indicating it with a positive symbol. So, that is the only difference, where the magnitude of both the electron and the proton will be the same, and the SI unit of charge is coulomb. So, these are the basic things which you should know about the charges. Then what about current? What is current? Current, let us take this very simple circuit where here a battery is taken with positive and negative terminal, and when the battery is switched on using the key, the current will be start flowing. So, this is the current which flows. So, the current will be start flowing in the circuit and it will go to the bulb. Because of this, the bulb will be glowing. The bulb glows. Where here inside the cell or the battery, the chemical energy will be stored. The chemical energy is utilized here when the switch is switched on. The chemical energy is utilized here by making the ions to move. Here the ions will start moving when the circuit is switched on using the switch. That means the electrons will be start moving from the negative terminal like this way, whereas the protons will be moving in this direction. So, the current flow here is the current is flowing. The conventional direction of current, the direction of current here will be flowing opposite to the movement of the electron. In 1 mark every time they will ask what is the direction of the conventional flow of current. The direction of the conventional flow of current will be opposite to the movement of the electrons. That is, the electrons are moving in this direction, whereas the current is moving this direction. The direction of current conventionally is opposite to the movement of the electron, where current is moving from the higher potential to the lower potential. And how the current is now moving? It is because of the movement of the charges. The charges are moving, that is why the current is produced. So current can be defined as the rate of flow of charges. Rate of flow of charges, that is, current I can be given by the formula I is equal to Q by T, that is nothing but the charge divided by the time it takes for moving from one end to the other end. It is the time taken by the charges to move from one end to the other end which defines the current. And the SI unit of current is ampere, whereas the SI unit of charge is coulomb. And the current can be measured in smaller units also, in milliampere and microampere. For example, suppose if this is given like this, 5 milliampere. If it is given means, then we have to write it like this only. 5 milliampere is nothing but 5 into 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere, where milliampere is denoted by 10 to the power of minus 3 ampere. And this microampere, suppose if this is denoted like this, 5 mu A micro, then we have to write like this, 5 into 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. So for micro it is 10 power minus 6, and for milli it is 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, where sometimes in the problem they will give only like this, 5 milliampere, 5 microampere, like that, where we have to be very careful that we have to put the 10 to the power minus 3 power for milliampere and 10 to the power minus 6 power for the microampere. And the instrument that is used to measure the current is ammeter, where the ammeter is connected in series. The ammeter has to be connected in series to the circuit. So these are all the basic things what you should know about the current. Then what about voltage? Or voltage can otherwise be known as the potential difference. Here there is a difference. For example, if the battery supply is here, 220 volt is supplied here, that means the higher potential will have 220 volt, whereas the lower potential will have 0 volt. And very simple it is, when the switch is switched on, the chemical energy which is stored in the battery will get activated, and because of that the ions will start move. The electrons will be moving from here, whereas the protons will be moving this direction. The electron will move this direction, the proton will move this direction. Because of the movement of the ions, the current is produced in the circuit, which we have seen here also. So there should be a difference in potential between the two ends of the conductor, by means of which work is done. When there is a difference in potential between the two ends of the conductor, and if the battery is switched on, that means work is done. Some work is done to make the charges to move. The work is done here for making the charge to move. Here the charges are nothing but the electrons and the protons. So the electrons and protons are moving. Because of the movement of the charges, the current is produced. So voltage can be given by the formula V is equal to W divided by Q. Work done divided by the charge. And the SI unit for potential difference or voltage is volts. And the device which is used to measure the voltage given here, suppose the voltage given here is 220 volt, which can be measured using a voltmeter connected not in series but in parallel. So the voltmeter is connected in parallel, whereas the ammeter is connected in series. Very important question they will ask in 1 mark. So these are all the basic things which you should know while studying the chapter electricity. We should know what is a charge, we should know what is current and what is the direction of flow of current in a circuit, and what instrument is used to measure the current, what are the smallest units of measuring the current. All these basic things we should know, and the formula for current is I is equal to Q divided by T. It is nothing but the rate of flow of charges, and voltage or potential difference is nothing but the work done to move the charge from one end to the other end is what you call it as the potential difference or voltage. And the SI unit for voltage is volts. For example, in problem sometimes they will give 5 volt, means it is voltage, it is denoting voltage. And in a problem if it is given 5 ampere, it denotes that it is current. In a problem if it is given as 5 microampere, then it is current. In a problem if it is given as 5 milliampere, then it is current. So this is micro, this is milli. Where ampere sign A comes means it is current, and where V comes means it is voltage, and where C comes means it is coulomb for charge. Okay. And here the device is how to connect it in the circuit. Here ammeter is connected in series to measure the current, whereas voltmeter is connected in parallel to measure the voltage. So I hope that you all could have enjoyed the class and you could have learned the basics before understanding the lesson electricity. My dear students, let us again meet in the next class. Until then, goodbye. Thank you for watching.